Hey, so I just wanted to show you how I navigate Twitter from my desktop at home or laptop or wherever I am. And so you can see as a general orientation on the upper left, you see a profile of yourself. You should put some information about yourself if you're just starting out. And then some stats about yourself, how many tweets you have, who you are following, who are your followers. You can kind of click on it to get a sense of who's there. And you just get an interesting sample of who you're following. Anyway, let's go back. Here are some recommendations of who to follow, and then here are some trending topics and hashtags. On the right is going to be your home thread or home feed. You can see when they posted 21 minutes ago, 22 minutes ago, and you can scroll back pretty far. I find that about beyond 2 weeks, Twitter's not as great as collating everything, so the ones I really want to read, you can see here I hit with the little star, so I favorited this one, so later on I could look at my favorites list and read them later. Alternatively, you can, for instance, let's see, have your reply to someone. You could say, I'm going to retweet that because I think he's right. That just means you are just going to restate what he wrote and tell your readers, let's retweet that. I try to do that sparingly to kind of keep the amount of clutter off of my posting list. So here's just the general list you can look at. Alternatively, if you go to connect, you can see in a minute here, the general interactions. Mike added me to some list here. Someone retweeted me from my tweet from 7 hours ago. You can see kind of the activity revolving around your tweets. Someone responded to me. These are usually people. Sometimes people you know, sometimes you don't. And then you can see mentions, which is the same thing as I showed you on the iPhone app. Just these are all the tweets where at least your name is mentioned. And this is a cool thing to find. Also, let's say you wanted to search a specific hashtag. For instance, let's say you're searching essentials. Oh, look at that. I searched it before. And you type in hashtag essentialsEM, and you're going to see basically all the people who are posting under this hashtag. You can see the top ones, but also remember you got to maybe hit this button, which is all the people that are posting under this hashtag. It's just a lot of fascinating people. Let's say hey, I'm really interested in Dr. E's tweets. So you click on it. You go, some of the same people who are following me are following him. You know what? Let's follow him. You click on following, and then from now on, in your home feed, you're going to get his tweets. Right? So one pearl I do have for you, if you're just starting to build your home Twitter feed, please just start with just a few people, because it's actually quite overwhelming to start with, 125 people that you're following. Start with a few, build up. You don't have to respond. Just be like an eavesdropper. And then if you feel so motivated, then start interacting. But the trick is to start small, and before you know it, you'll be on fire. Now, what I actually don't use the Twitter platform to manage my Twitter feed. I actually use something called Hootsuite. So Hoot Suite. And it just allows me to see everything kind of more at a one-shot glance. And this is what it looks like. So you can here see in the left-hand column, it's just the same home feed. It shows the same feed that you saw earlier on the Twitter site. But this time you can see all my mentions in the second column, so I don't have to kind of hit all these buttons. Direct message, so those who are sending me a direct message are in this column, and then when I respond to them, you can see this list in this column. Now this requires a little bit of setup when you first start as to what you want in these columns, but I think that's pretty straightforward. A cool thing about Hootsuite also is that you can actually schedule your tweets, which is what I do for my blog, that about every 6 or 7 a.m. whenever a blog post comes out, it automatically schedules it out so I don't have to be awake to put it out there. So that's it in a nutshell, navigating Twitter from your desktop laptop.